Mr. Derek, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing this afternoon, Mr. Derek?
I'm doing all right. Looking at the notes from your prior call, it sounded like you were wanting to request your case be closed. Is that right?
Yes. So Ms. Bueno, I spoke with her the other day because I got my case file, and there were a couple things. Actually, because there were two parts, could we start with the first part, and then we'll get to the case closed part?
Okay.
So the first part is there is a call log that was in my case file. And in the call log, it said an absent parent was calling regarding my case. So speaking with Ms. Bueno, she told me that absent parent is the term they use to define me. And that's not true because I'm not absent. And she said you guys could fix it and send me an updated call log and a letter saying that I'm not absent, because I'm not.
Okay, so you said this is a call log that you're referencing?
Yes. Let me see. Let me get the document real quick. But once again, they filed a call log. I asked for all the files in my case with y'all, and it said that absent parent called on several occasions. And one, I didn't know who absent parent was, so they told me that absent parent is what they use to refer to me, and I'm not an absent parent, so I want to get that corrected. And she verified that I'm not absent. She said I'm not an absent parent, so I want to get that fixed. And she said one of her supervisors would be able to do that for me.
Okay, so you're referring to like a document that's showing records that are on our system from an open records request? So if there's something that's already entered onto our system, that's not something that would be getting changed. There can certainly be notes put regarding your concerns on documentation of past calls or this current call that I'm making with you. But there wouldn't actually be anything that would be changing documentation that's entered onto our system. Stuff, once we have entries made or notes put there, they stay there so that things don't just vanish after they've already been placed.
Okay, well, my concern is because I'm not an absent parent, and it's listing me on your files as absent parent, and that's not correct. Then can you send me a letter that this information is incorrect and that you personally can't change it, but you verify that I'm not an absent parent? Because I'll be going to pick them up.
There is nothing I would be sending you in that regard. You can certainly put any kind of additional information regarding entries that you have that you're viewing.
But this is your.
But I wouldn't be able to say that anything is incorrect. If you have a document that's a visual of what is actually showing on the case file, then if it is what the case file shows, I can't say that's incorrect. You can certainly refer to court orders or any personal experience you have as to whether it's the best classification for it to have been stated as or not.
Okay, so I'm not following. There's nothing in my court order that says I'm absent, and I have pictures with my son. Do you guys need me to send you pictures with my son to verify that I'm not absent?
No, sir. So the things that you're referring to right now, if you're referring to a call log and you don't like the way that it was classified when an entry was logged.
It's not a matter of like or not. It's incorrect.
Well, no, but there's nothing that I can do to change how it would have been logged, but it would have no actual bearing on anything that we would do on your case, how it was actually logged.
Great. So since it has no bearing and you can't change it, you can, Mr. Derek, you can send me a letter saying that that is incorrect because I'm not absent. And like I said, I can send you pictures of me with my son from the time he was born till now. I can send you all those pictures if you'd like to show that I'm not absent.
No, what I can do is I can make an entry on today's call that you are indicating that is not a proper classification that was made in the past.
Okay, and can I get a copy of that, those notes?
You can submit a request the same way that you would have submitted a past one to receive any call logs you have now.
Okay,
that would
so
have those notes on there.
So they didn't provide me with those notes in my last one. They said they don't have to. So I don't know what to do because, like, you're telling me to request it, but the last one said I can't. What words do I need to use to get these notes?
I honestly do not know, sir. I don't know if that's something they would be able to provide, and I can't give you any sort of advice on how to actually go about that.
Okay.
I can just let you know what I will do to make or put onto our database regarding the concern with the matter.
So real quick, let me take a note real quick. So because I just want to make certain I get all of this right. So hold on, let me pull up notes. So how do I spell your name, Mr. Derrick?
Derrick, and last name is Ben Clark, V as in Victor, INKLAREK.
Oh, okay, OAREK. Let me make sure I got that. So it's spelled Victor, India, November, Kilo, Oscar, Alpha, Romeo, Echo, Kilo. Is that correct?
Oscar would be Leo, or the O is an L. VINKLAREK.
Okay, so Lima.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Derrick, so when I request, I'll let them know that you said I need to request this information. You can't give me any advice, but that's okay. I'll put that in my information request. So thank you for that. So let me kind of summarize everything. You personally can't make corrections in the system. That's correct, right?
So past entries, I cannot do anything.
Okay. So you can't make any changes.
In our database, it is going to be there.
Okay. And the only record for this is me asserting that I'm not an absent parent, and you guys cannot verify that. You can't make any changes based on verifying that. And you are unwilling to send me a letter stating that I'm not an absent parent. Is that correct? Is it unwilling or unable?
I would classify it as both. Like, I don't have any personal knowledge of your presence with the child or anything of that nature. And there's nothing that I custom draft to send out to parties regarding something that I have no personal knowledge of on a case.
Okay. What if I send you pictures? Then you have knowledge.
Something that, so whatever it is that you're wanting, the documentation that you're requesting for, you could submit that certainly to whoever it is that you're wanting to provide that to. If you have it through your own knowledge, you could submit that to anyone you're trying to provide this information to. I don't know what the reason actually is that you're wanting this information, but it's not something that I'm going to be able to do for you. It's not something I'm going to be sending you. Okay. As far as your request for case closure, if you do want the case to be closed, I do see that it was opened by a request by you in 2015. You can submit a written request for case closure, in which case the case will be reviewed. It would very likely be closed. That would not alter your court orders in any way. But it would essentially shut down the case with the Attorney General's office as far as us actively monitoring it. That would not keep it from reactivating if there were to be any sort of public assistance, like Medicaid or anything active at some point, or any request from you or from the other party to reactivate.
Great, because like I was talking with Ms. Bueno, my concern was I don't receive any services from you. So that's why I wanted to close it. But she couldn't tell me what form I need to submit and who to submit it to. So I'm not receiving any services from you. And she verified that I'm not receiving services from you and that my son isn't receiving medical care from you. And not you personally, you meaning the Office of the Attorney General. So, and he's not receiving any services from you either.
So I can send you a closure form that you could sign and send back. You could also just submit to our email address. You could go on and just email in a specific request for case closure, especially something in writing. So the email will be identifying you and your case information and saying that you're requesting case closure. That can suffice. The standard form that we have, I can also stick out in the mail to you. So either one of those are there to be used.
Could you email me that form?
Give me one moment. What is your email address?
My email will this way y'all save on like postage and printing.
Just a moment. Okay, so the email is
Yes, correct.
okay. There's a case closure form being sent to you right now. You just need to sign that and put names where they belong, such on there. Or
Okay,
if you don't want to, just reply to that email with information like name, case number. If you're requesting case closure, that's able to suffice.
The letter is in response. Hold on, let me read through while I got somebody on the phone. It's easier. Okay, so your request that the Office Attorney General stop providing you with child support. Oh, let me establish modify. Okay. Okay. So hold on, let me keep reading this. Who do I address it to? Because it says Dear. Do I address Dear Office of the Attorney General?
That would typically be your name right there. So if it was the actual letter that's generated to go out in the mail, and it would have your name addressed to your name, the date that it's mailed out, and the case number. And
Okay.
on there, it would be your signature acknowledging that you're requesting.
Okay. So if we stop providing child support services at your request, you will no longer be able to establish, modify, or enforce child support. Okay. What is still owed to your family. Ending our services will not end the court-ordered support obligation. We will continue to receive any payments made through the Texas Child Support Disbursement Unit and forward them to you. This occurs, the case may be subject to a $3 monthly. Okay, so making certain I'm understanding. So this closes the case on your end. You will still collect child support, but you won't be able to do any of the modification or anything like that. And each time child support is paid, there will be a $3 fee for processing, correct?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Well, I'm glad to know that I can, that I'm not bothering you guys for services that you're not providing to me or my son. So that way you guys can free it up and provide those services to some people who need it, individuals who are receiving like Medicaid or TANF or something like that. Because he doesn't need those services because I've got, you know, good health insurance and everything for him. So thank you so much, Mr. Derrick, for this information. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope. Just if you send that back, I would just encourage you to follow up maybe a week or two or a couple after sending it in, just to check on the status of it actually being committed for closure.
Okay, great. One more thing with this, and I'll just send it to the Pflugerville or customerservice.pflugerville703@oag.texas.gov.
Yes, that's the best spot that I can provide you to send it.
Great. So email. So I'll email that in, and then within 30 days of date of this letter. Okay. We have no need for that envelope. If you just consent, you may be asked to complete an application. Well, I really thank you very much for all of this, and I look forward to having my case closed, and you know, I'll follow up. How long does it take for this to process usually, like a week or something?
It can vary significantly, so I would encourage you to just follow up a couple weeks after sending it.
Okay.
It could be as quick as the same day that it's received, that it goes to the next step of getting closed, or if it just doesn't go immediately from one phase to the other, it could be sitting there until someone follows up on it.
Okay. What is that next phase?
So someone actually will be recommending closure once that form is received and it's in our case file, and then any member of management will need to verify and approve the closure from that point.
Okay.
So
well,
it's a
real quick.
Two-step process.
So hold on. So I don't understand because it is for services that I'm not receiving. So why do I need a recommendation from somebody else if I'm not receiving services from y'all? I don't want these services, so I'm not certain I understand why someone else needs to make a recommendation about it.
So the steps I'm describing to you would be like the checks built into our system. So whenever there is a request for a closure that comes in, someone can recommend the closure. Any staff member that knows how to do that process on our system can recommend the closure. And the member of management has to approve any closure that's initiated. So to reduce the potential for erroneous case activities like closures that don't actually qualify.
So how do you qualify for case closure?
There are a lot of different qualifications and different potential codes that I can't really tell you all the different potential closure reasons and qualifications for them. But in this particular case at the moment, you initiated this case with an application in 2015. So you requesting closure is something that can initiate the closure process as long as there's no active state assistance and there's no request for the case to be opened by you or the other party after closure.
Okay, cool. So can you send me that policy manual? Because you said there's a bunch of different reasons. I just want to make certain that I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's on this.
You can try requesting that through the open record.
Okay, what is? Can you tell me the name of that policy manual?
It sounds like you'd be requesting policy regarding case closure. I'm not sure exactly the title would be of that, but you can certainly send that through, or you can do research into what different qualifications are for child support case closure. There's probably some information you could find online as far as federal regulations.
Okay. Well, Mr. Derrick, I really appreciate all your time, and thank you for providing this form to me. I'll get this to you guys shortly, and I look forward to hearing from you guys very soon. I'll be following up probably the day after I send it, and then every day until until everything is closed. So that way, like you said, you don't want it to fall through the cracks. So I'll do lots of following up.
All right. Well, you have a good day, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.